guys, welcome to my channel. The last video wasn't going too well, and I had to stop it because one, no one gave me an idea, and I couldn't think of any, and no one would like to help me. That was like my family. No one wanted to help me. So what happened was I had to make a new thing because no one really liked the other one. So I'm making a new series. The other one stopped. It won't go on anymore. So this is a new series, and it's gonna, the title is gonna be What If Deku Was Foxy? So yeah. And this is gonna be Foxy right here. It's gonna be this Foxy. It's gonna be this Foxy right here. This one. So, yeah, so Deku's gonna be Foxy. Deku's gonna be Foxy, okay? So Deku's gonna be Foxy. And he's gonna, also ignore that. So he's gonna, of course, die. But he will retain memories, while the other kids don't retain their memories. So he doesn't tell them they died. He just tells them that, they listen to him and they do whatever they want. They just do whatever he wants. They blacked out, they short circuited, and they all just listen to him and they do what he says. So when he tells them they need to escape, they figure out a way to escape. And when they do escape, they find these things like illusion discs, which are used by the Fun Times to have to look like certain things. In the books, they have certain things that make them look different, and they use these to scare people into going down or going. They just have these discs that can do make certain people scared to do things. You say scared to go near something. They can just scare people with them, and when they scare people, it's all that. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the theory now, but not theory, but the video. So they find these illusion discs and they use them to look like their past self, look like their teenage selves. And they actually go to UA, and they say they're all going to UA, and they all make it. They'll make it by, and cause they can literally just add certain mechanical parts to them. So they're adding parts to them, and they're using them, they're transforming into certain their animatronics that have these parts, and they're going in, and then they're shooting all of them, they're tearing them all down, all that. So they get into UA, and when they're doing the ball throw, they all tie because they all win because they all tied and they all got first place. So what they did was they took the ball, put it into a launcher, and they shot it up, and then it went even farther than Uraka because hers just went into the air. It didn't go far, it just went up. Theirs went far, hers went up. It was supposed to go farther. This is how far it could go, not how high it could go. So they win, and they stop listening to Deku. Deku says, "Do whatever you want. You don't have to listen to me anymore." So they start doing whatever they want, but they still will do some of the stuff that Deku says because that's all they know. They know to listen to Deku. Sometimes they might accidentally do what Deku says. Can someone give me a coffee? They'll go grab them coffee and all that, but they don't have to. So all that, and they go in, and whenever the villains attack, they just turn into the robots, and then they just go in and start blowing up everything. And when they start blowing up everything, the villains stop attacking a certain class. But Mineta was being a creep trying to go into the boys' lounge. And this thing, The thing is, like, he's going to the boys' lounge, not the girls' lounge, because he heard because like one of the girls said, "I'm gonna be in one of the boys' rooms." So he's looking through, and he goes in the Deku's, and Deku's gonna be Foxy, and like the rest of us is gonna be the same. Fritz is still gonna be alive. He's actually gonna be their teacher. Fritz is gonna be the teacher. So it's Gabriel, Susie, Jeremy, and Deku. He goes into their rooms, and he sees that they're actually hooked up to chargers, like it's like in like the back of their head. So he takes pictures of them, and he shows the class. So they're all suspicious of them, and why they can do that. And then he's recording because he's still suspicious of them. So he's recording them and see that like they're pressing like a certain thing before they turn into robots. Like what they used to be heroes and all that. So he clicks on one of them while they're sitting in class, and they just turn into their fighting, and they turn into what they would when they're fighting. And they get found out, and they're actually questioned by Shinzo, but it doesn't work because they're robots. So they have to ask them. So they have to like hack into them to make them say the truth. And this barely works. It'll work for like 10 minutes. So they ask all the questions that they can. And some of the questions that they'll ask are, are you actual humans? Are you dead? Stuff like that. And they're when I said are you dead? Yes. Are you actual humans? Yes. And then they say, do you want to become heroes? Yes. And then the last question that they ask is, do you even have quirks? And they all respond with no. So then that confuses them. So they're really, really confused. But they get on with everything and all that. And a few years into the semester, the League of Villains actually upgraded, and they got All For One, and they showed him what they could do. So he saw someone's quick, they could create stuff, and he created their clones, created clothing, and he swapped them out, and they did that. And when they did that, no one knew the difference, but when they tried to transform, it wouldn't work. So what happened is they had to make something super complex that would be super hard, and then he passed out for a while. So when he passed out for a while, he would be vulnerable. So they had to lock him up and all that. But when Gabriel, Susie, Jeremy, and Deku were all locked up, they got out easily. But they didn't know where Yue was, because in this one, the League of Villains base is literally towering over Yue, but you have to have a flying quirk to get up there. So they have a Nomu that sits down there that has they can camouflage, and also has wings, so it can fly them up there and all that. And this is how they can attack them so spontaneously. Not bad. And so yeah. So when they're up there, they don't know where to go because they can't just jump off. They don't have attachments for flying boots. Only Deku does, and he can't carry them all. So because he can only carry one. Because one booster is 2 people, but one booster on one foot is two people, him and someone else, and that applies for the second one. But if he's carrying all 4, he can't balance. He can barely balance 2, but he can balance 1. And that goes the same for Gabriel. So what he does is he detaches one of his feet. So let's say this foot, it's gone. He took that foot away. He doesn't have that foot anymore. Let's say this foot, right here, I'll just show you. Like this foot right here, this one, it's gone. It's replaced with Freddy's, and it changes into the booster, and they're flying down. And then when they're about to hit the ground, they swap. Like they swap their feet back because they all have like built-in parachutes. So they all like fly down because they couldn't like withstand like the pressure of falling down like that because the whiplash would have broken their arms off, or broken like their robotic pieces off. So what happened was when they got there, they actually were confronted by UA because they thought they were fakes. And UA did something. But that will be up to you guys. You guys can decide whether you want me to continue this or you want me to change it. Please actually comment. Will UA do Deku, Jeremy, Gabriel, Susie get back and they defeat the fakes, or do the fakes stay there and the real ones get exiled? I don't know. Let's find out in the next video. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Please comment which one you like, and have a splendid day. Goodbye. Make sure to like and subscribe. Have a good day. This was the What If God.